for the first time, because you have to do it on paper, because there is a lot of overhead instructions that are needed. So sometimes you need a couple of extra instructions here and there. So you put no op, for example. No op is a single instruction cycle. You're just wasting one clock cycle and things like that. So this way you can find, you can fulfill the requirements of the number of machine cycles that are needed for this, for the delay loop. Okay. Let me show you the instruction cycle thing. I'll stop share this one. I'll show you another I sent you the CPU instructions. I'll show you. Yeah, I think you see that CPU CPU 12 opcode map. Okay. This is the opcode map. I think this is under extra reading, probably. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, you need to go to the web and figure out where it is exactly. It's probably, it could be under manuals, it could be under extra reading. It's one of the two. I placed this like last week. I forgot which one exactly. So that's what you need to study to yeah, this explains the opcode. You see, so there is different, these are the machine, the assembly language instructions. And this is the key. At the bottom of the table, there is a key to explain what that means.
Professor?
Yes.
Is the opcode usually the one that you see?
Could you please raise your voice a little bit?
Oh, I was trying to say, is the opcode is it usually the number that you see on the memory location address on the simulator?
This is the opcode. For example, branch. Do you see where I'm located, where I'm pointing?
Yes.
Branch. This is an opcode of an instruction. This is one instruction. Each one of those squares in this matrix represents one instruction.
Okay.
So now let's explain each one of these. the mnemonic itself is in the middle. See? And now, the top left number is the opcode. See? So the number that exists in this location is 00. That's the opcode. This is the mnemonic here in the middle. And this is the addressing mode. For example, the one at the lower left is the addressing mode. The top right is the number of cycles. Number of cycles. The lower right is the number of bytes. Now that gives you the number of bytes in this instruction. This one gives you the number of cycles. So the number of instruction cycles is this top right corner. That tells you how many instruction cycles, how many clock cycles taken by this instruction to execute. You see, and these are different because we don't have a RISC processor, so they don't have equal numbers. Now you see the top right corner of each instruction, there is a number, and these numbers are all different. You see? These numbers are all different. Let me give you another example. Yeah. Load Y, for example, this instruction here. It says load Y. You see where I'm pointing? Load Y.
Yes.
It takes 3 clock cycles to execute. It takes 3 clock cycles to execute. Yeah. Yeah. And it takes 2 bytes. And it's direct addressing. DI is a direct addressing. And the opcode is DD. That's the opcode, is DD. So that's an example. Now there is a situation when the numbers, there are 2 possibilities. Look at that. For example, it's not a single number. That's what I mean. See? So let me try to find the decrement, for example. Or yeah, so there are 2 possibilities here at the top right corner and the lower right corner also. There are 2 possibilities, which means the instruction, for example,